Hello and welcome back to Spooky Town. It's your boys. My name is Hunter.
And my name is Jacob.
And this is the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
We are a podcast about spooky things, but we make them funny.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all we're about.
We did it. Very creepy pastas, antipastas, salads, creepy salads, fingers.
Pasta salads if you want. Toss your salad if you want.
We'll toss it and then we'll throw a joke in it. And that's us. So Jacob, how are you?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and there's no need for the sir here because it's Friday. And we are casual. We changed in from our business tuxedos into our basketball shorts and tank tops.
Precisely.
So we can ball on the court, as they say, because it's Friday. No need to worry about sweat stains in the pantsuit. we can sweat freely in our basketball attire.
Exactly.
That's what we wear when we record too. We get ready for whatever monster wants to challenge us to a game of horse.
Game of horse.
And we will conquer.
We wear our tightest skinny jeans, nice dick print available for all to see.
Available for all to witness. And that's what really frightens the monsters is the massive peen print.
Exactly.
Jacob, do you know what we're talking about today?
I've heard through the grapevine some things, but I'm not sure how accurate they are.
Now, a little side note: is it grapevine or grapevine?
Grape. I say grape.
Is it grape? I feel like it could be grapevine, like a lingerous vine in which you hear tales from. But if you hear it from a grapevine, were grapes used as a phoning mechanism before? That's where I want to know.
Through the grapevine is what it is.
Grape?
To hear something through the grapevine is to learn about something. It can also simply refer to an overheard conversation or anonymous source of information. I heard through the grapevine that Brad died.
Oh boy, what an
Sorry,
example.
Brad. I know, right?
Sorry, Brad's family. Okay, I guess we learned something new today.
Yeah, and that is the Only Friends on Friday podcast. See you guys next week.
This amazing creature is highly suggested on the IG that the kids are on, and we're gonna be talking about the Raven Mocker.
The Raven Mocker.
Not to get confused with the Raven Mother, who is just
a mother raven.
A mother raven, yeah, very beautiful and elegant. The Raven Mocker is an evil spirit and the most feared of the Cherokee witches. According to Cherokee mythology, it robs the sick and dying of their heart. Normally appearing...
What a dick.
It's like, you ain't gonna need this soon. Normally appearing as old, withered men and women or turning completely invisible except to certain medicine men, they take to the air in a fiery shape with the sounds of a raven's cry and a strong wind as they hunt for their next victim. So they're fiery blasting up into the sky and then they're like transform into a raven, mocking.
They transform into a raven?
Or a raven shape, I guess. Fiery raven. That's kind of what it seems like.
Phoenix?
No, not quite a phoenix.
A little phoenix man. A little phoenix peen.
Venus penis.
Venus penis. That's what I'm called.
Okay, that's what they call him back in middle school, which is kind of an odd age to...
Because my penis is closest to the sun. Oh, that's Mercury. Oh, God. Mercury Dircury. Mercury dick. Mercury dickory dick.
I was just going to go ahead and say Venus penis, and we're going to be done with that one.
Venus penis.
We're going to be done with that one.
Well, now I have no explanation. Because my penis is full of gas.
What? Please.
There's an explanation for
we're going to need a
nickname.
whole other episode to explain.
Why it was called Penis Venus. Damn it.
What does a raven's cry even sound like at this point?
Beats me.
No, thank you. And a strong... and a strong wind. Okay, so they sound. You hear the sound of a raven's cry and a strong wind as they hunt for their next victim. After tormenting and killing their victim by slitting the victim's head, it does say head and not throat.
Oh wow!
They consume his heart doing so without leaving a mark on the victim's skin. They add a year to their life for every year that the slain would have still lived. Oh, damn. That's pretty gnarly, huh?
That is gnarly.
So they're going to do a careful surgical incision upon thy head.
And then the other head.
So, yeah, okay. So you're telling me which head, Jacob, is closest to the heart? I guess that definitely depends on the stout of the man. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to take the heart, why are you going to slit the head?
So they slit the head and go in through the head? How the fuck? How you do that?
Slitting the victim's head. Yeah. They take his heart out through his head? Come on.
There has to be better ways.
Why aren't doctors doing this then, if that's such a good method?
Wow. Maybe they just haven't thought of it.
Well, that's kind of crazy, is that they're already dying, but, like, they clearly could have had a couple 4 or 5 years left, you know? Like they're
So it's just the weak or sick?
That's what it said, yeah. The sick or dying.
Wow. So it's like she has to. She has to do this to live. It's not her fault.
That's the crazy thing. It's like they're able to live as long as their victims were able to live. So, like, that's a crazy clock that thing goes by.
I wonder if it knows, like, it just sees numbers on people's heads.
7 years.
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Wow. Maybe, hopefully. Or else she's just killing for nothing.
The sound of a raven mocker means that someone in the area will soon die. Makes sense to me.
Raven mockers are normally invisible when feeding, but those with strong medicine can not only spot them, but cause them to die within 7 days. Medicine men will sometimes stand guard over the dying to prevent raven mockers from stealing the heart of the afflicted. Raven mockers are feared and envied by the other witches of Cherokee folklore, and their bodies may be abused by said witches after death.
Oh no. Is that too tough of a subject? Maybe. But it is a witch. Like, there's, like, it apparently is a witch, the Raven Mocker.
Yeah, it's a witch.
Oh.
It's just hella powerful witch.
Yeah, that's crazy. The flies in the sky, raven sounds. But then, why would it appear as an old person?
To disguise its malevolent
Ass.
That juicy ass has got to hide somewhere.
Okay, but, like, I mean, you can't keep a raven mocker's beauty, you know, out in the open. You have to disguise it with old ass.
So it's just an old lady with a fat ass. It's like, dang.
Or man, Jacob. Men can have fat ass too. Come on.
Choose not to think of that, Mr. Sir.
Mr. Guy. Well, what I'm saying is maybe they do that to get close to the dying.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I'm just thinking of an old guy with just a Tonka truck. It's bad. Just walking through a Publix. Just whoa.
Damn, Grandpa Jim. But, like,
whose birthday is it, my guy? Goodness.
Well, like, okay, maybe they disguise themselves as old because, like, they get
weak.
Well, they seem... Well, that's actually a very good point, but I was going to say so that they can get closer to the old and dying person. Maybe they get the hospital bed next to them. Or a little bunk made out of hay, because that's the time period we're in. And in my mind.
Or they can just be invisible.
Why would you want to become old and visible?
Maybe because then the medicine men, like, it's not as obvious.
Oh.
See what I'm saying?
So medicine men have invisible vision.
Exactly. They do.
Oh. So before the raven mocker attacks, it will make its presence known by calling out the sound of a raven, okay, which is commonly mistaken by a crow's call. A raven makes a more drawn-out croaking call than a crow's caw-caw.
Oh, Lord.
Or caw-caw. Okay, so raven. Caw!
Oh.
Yeah, so got that one.
Got that one right on the nail. Wait, what?
Hit that head right on the nail. Jacob, do you want to see what a raven mocker appears to be?
Yes.
We're just gonna go through the Google images. That's I don't think so. That is very amazing.
That is pretty dope. If you want to see these images, go on our Instagram. That is _podcast. OFOF_podcast. That's a creepy guy.
That's a very creepy guy. Ooh. No, ma'am. No, ma'am or sir.
No mammoser.
Mammoser. But then this one says the Raven Mocker is depicted as a medicine man with shape-shifting abilities and the capability of causing hallucinations in his victims. The Raven Mocker appears in mountain monsters in the form of Bigfoot, a raven, a wolf, the little girl, and a hag called the Woman of the Woods. This thing's a shape-shifting shitball.
It's kind of like somebody else we know, Skinwalker.
Skinwalker.
Or Wendigo. There's a lot of shape-shifting
creatures.
Witchy boys.
That is absolutely correct, Jacob. Jacob, I think more than anything, maybe we'll discuss this Raven Mocker one more time in a sense of, what the hell do you think this thing is? What does Jacob think this thing is?
I mean, we went over that it's like a witch. So it's a black magic girl.
Black magic.
Really powerful, done the deeds of the bad, not the good.
Yes.
Unlock superpowers.
Okay.
And just juices on people.
Jacob, can I tell you something?
What's up?
There's something I've wanted all day today.
Yeah.
And that is for you to read a story about this Raven Mocker.
Okay.
They sometimes they call it, Jacob, and you can maybe find a story that references this. Sometimes they call it Raven Mocker, the witch with a big cocker, and that is something that is in the history books.
Which one? I've yet to see that in a history book.
The National Geographic.
You ever seen fucking Planet Earth, my guy?
It's on Netflix, actually.
Actually?
No. They don't call him that. And I know what you're wondering. Wow, the fact that they use the words big old cocker is very, very inappropriate. But they are talking about Cocker Spaniels.
Indeed, indeed.
So, until you find a story, we're going to keep talking about the aesthetic pleasing to the eye features of the Raven Mocker. Bird, that's cute. Legs, it has those. But
cute
like
bird legs.
But unesthetics, the pointy wing hands, I'm not digging.
Would smash?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
The following is told on the reservation as an actual happening. This is from firstpeople.us.
Jacob.
What?
That's not how you start a story.
You know as well as I do, a good story is a good time.
Oh, what? Oh, yes. We do all know this.
And this is from the firstpeople.us website.
Nice.
And it goes a little something like this. The following is told on the reservation as an actual happening. Viewer discretion is advised. A young man had been out on a hunting trip and was on his way home when night came, still a long distance from the settlement. He knew of a house not far off the trail where an old man and his wife lived, so he turned in that direction to look for a place to sleep until morning. When he got to the house, there was nobody in it. He looked into the Asai, the fuck is that, and found no one there either. He thought maybe they had gone after water, and so stretched himself out in the farther corner to sleep. What, you just sleeping in people's houses? Very soon he heard a raven cry outside, and in a little while after, the old man came in the Asai and sat down by the fire without noticing the young man.
Oh boy.
Who kept still in the dark corner.
That's outrageous. You have an intruder in your house.
He didn't even notice. I'm just trying to catch some Z's, my guy. Keep to yourself. Soon there was another raven cry outside, and the old man said to himself, "Now my wife is coming," and sure enough, in a little while the old woman came in and sat down by her husband. The young man knew they were raven mockers, and he was frightened and kept very quiet. What? They're both raven mockers.
Oh, Raven Mocker couple. Nice marriage.
Wow. Said the old man to his wife, "Well, what luck did you have?" ? None, said the old woman. There were too many doctors watching. What luck did you have? I got what I went for, said the old man. There is no reason to fail, but you never have luck. Take this and cook it, and let's have something to eat. Lees.
Let's have something to eat. This is this is a fine tale and all, but a married couple of ravens. Do they get married as ravens or married as people?
I have no idea.
Were they married prior to mocking?
Prior to the mocking part, they were just straight up ravens. She fixed the fire, and the young man smelled meat. Roasting. Oh, wow. And thought it smelled sweeter than any meat he had ever tasted. It was a penis. A large penis roasting on an open fire. Chestnuts. I can't.
It was the sweetest meat I've ever smelled.
This is smelled meat roasted. Chunky, thick meat. Girthy, if you will. It smelled sweeter than any penis he'd ever smelled.
It's not the word.
It crackled and popped. Rice Krispie. He peeped out from one eye, and it looked like a man's heart roasting on a stick. You know what they say, a man's penis is his heart.
A man's penis is the closest thing to his heart. This is
You know what they say, listen to your penis, not your heart. Wait. Hold on.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Never mind. Same thing.
Suddenly, the old woman said to her husband, "Who is over in the corner?" "Nobody," said the old man. "Yes, there is," said the old woman.
It would be funnier if it was, "Who's over in the corner?" "Nobody," said the guy in the corner.
"Not I," said me in the corner. "Yes, there is," said the old woman. "I hear him snoring." And she stirred the fire until it blazed and lighted up the whole place. And there was the young man lying in the corner. He kept quiet and pretended to be asleep. The old man made a noise at the fire to wake him, but still he pretended to sleep. Then the old man came over and shook him, and he sat up and rubbed his eyes as if he had been asleep all the time. Now it was near daylight, and the old woman was out in the other house getting breakfast ready. What the fuck?
What a jump.
How do you have two houses? But the hunter could hear her crying to herself. "Why is your wife crying?" he asked the old man. "Oh, she has lost some of her friends lately and feels lonesome," said her husband. But the young man knew that she was crying because he had heard them talking. When they came out to breakfast, the old man put a bowl of corn mush before him and said, "This is all we have. We have had no meat for a long time." After breakfast, the young man started on again, but when he had gone a little way, the old man ran after him with a fine piece of beadwork and gave it to him, saying, "Take this and don't tell anybody what you heard last night, because my wife and I are always quarreling that way." The fuck. The young man took the piece, but when he came to the first creek, he threw it into the water and went on to the settlement. There he told the whole story, and a party of warriors started back with him to kill the raven mockers.
Oh gosh.
When they reached the place, it was 7 days after the first night. They found the old man and his wife dead inside the house, so they set fire to it and burned it and the witches together. The end.
Oh my god.
That was a classic tale.
That was a very good tale. I want that in a little book in the Target store. I want to be able to buy that.
In the Target store.
What's going on with that?
Dude, I don't know. That was a crazy thing. I guess check your house before you speak about killing people. I don't know.
Good.
Beats me. Also, don't go into random people's houses because they may be a raven mocker.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically some, the freaking Goldilocks type shit, but with raven mockers.
Essentially, yeah.
You know? She just wanted a place to sleep, and, you know, everywhere was too crazy for that guy except for the corner. The man wanted something to eat. No hearts for him, you know? Only some corn bread, or whatever the fuck. And then...
corn mush, whatever the hell that is.
Corn mushrooms. And then, that was it. Wow, Jacob. Wow. I was going to say, not by our boy Jacob Boy 69, but pretty good story.
Pretty crispy story, yeah, for sure.
Well, Jacob, the most important thing was that they were still in love in the end. You know?
They died together.
Yes.
How
in a
sweet.
fiery blaze.
Yes. They were dead before, at least.
It's like they were just pretending to nap like the one
Yeah.
guy.
Maybe if we sleep like him, they'll leave us alone.
But what about that hunter, right? What a dick.
I know. Everybody named Hunter's a dick.
Honestly.
Oh.
But no, that guy's a dick. Like, why? Okay, he got a nice ass beaded necklace. Mm-hmm. Okay? What the actual frick is wrong with him to throw it in the river or creek? Yes.
Do it in there and said, "Guys, guess what?" You would not believe what the fuck I just saw.
You would not believe what I just heard. By the way, had some bomb-ass corn mush.
Apparently, there's some raven mockers in the house over there.
Apparently, it took me a minute to realize what you were doing.
And apparently, I don't watch the news.
And apparently, I've never had corn mush before.
And apparently, they eat hearts and shit in this house. And apparently, the corn mush was rather delicious.
No, but how are the raven mockers? They were fine, but apparently...
Apparently, they're... Didn't want me to tell you guys, but apparently the beater bracelet necklace they gave me was ass. So apparently, I'll show you where their house
Apparently, they only watch the Powerball.
Apparently, they gave me the remote and I watched the Powerball.
Well,
If you don't know what we're talking about, get what the fuck.
yeah, if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm sorry. Oh,
Just
boy.
look up apparently on YouTube.
Oh,
apparently,
boy.
kid. Apparently, that's all for that story.
That's it for this episode. Jacob, real quick question for you.
What's that?
Do you think this raven mocker is real?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Cherokees don't lie.
Yes.
Big Bear and Little Bear and all them boys with their names, gnarly names, they don't lie.
They don't lie.
They don't lie. Why'd they lie? Why'd they lie about a witch raven?
Well, like we've said before, witches, we definitely know witches are real in a sense. Mm-hmm. And, I wouldn't put it past them to transform into a little birdie.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you got the power to do so.
Yeah, especially if you got that manifestation.
Exactly.
Well, Jacob, it sounds like just from our little conversation we just had that we both think the raven mocker is real.
Yes, I didn't even have to ask you.
Yeah. So, that's cool. What do you guys think? Do you think the raven mocker is real?
Let us know on our Instagram, that is OFOF_podcast, OFOF_podcast. That's where we post every new episode announcement right on there. Where else can they find us, Hunter?
You can go ahead, and it would means the world to us if you could subscribe to us on iTunes and follow us on Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube, youtube.com/onlyfriendsonfriday.
Oh, yes.
And just continue to rate us on iTunes, 5 stars, definitely. And just continue to support us. We'd really appreciate it.
Think that about does it for today's episode.
It does indeed.
And apparently...
We are City Boys.
My name's Jacob.
What?
My name's Jacob.
And my name's Hunter.
We're the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
Why are you saying weird?
I don't know. And we are the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
Okay, can we just say it normal, please?
Yeah. My name's Jacob.
And my name is Hunter.
And we are the Only Friends on Friday podcast.
Only Friends on Friday? That is us.
We are City Boys.
City Boys, we've made it.
Hey, you.
You right there with the mom. How's your mom?
Tell her we miss her.